The Mysteries of the Past. Unforgettable Sri Lankan Stories, Podcast Episode 01. Introduction. Have you ever heard stories from your grandparents that sent chills down your spine? Tales of spirits lurking in the shadows, mysterious disappearances, and eerie encounters that defy explanation. In every Sri Lankan village, there are stories passed down through generations, whispered legends of ghosts, cursed lands, and unexplained phenomena. Today, we embark on a journey into the past, unraveling some of Sri Lanka's most unforgettable stories, those that have stood the test of time, leaving an imprint on the minds of those who have lived through them. From the eerie silence of abandoned houses to the chilling memories of the dark days of our history, this episode will take you deep into the mysteries that still linger in the air. So, sit back, relax, and prepare to be transported to a time when stories were more than just words. They were warnings, lessons, and sometimes, a glimpse into the unknown. The superstitions and legends of our ancestors. Sri Lanka is a land rich in folklore, where every village has its own set of beliefs that guide the lives of its people. One of the most common superstitions is the fear of the Mahasona, a fearsome spirit said to roam the countryside, taking the form of a headless demon. Many villagers claim to have seen him wandering near cemeteries at night, searching for unsuspecting travelers. Some say, if you ever hear the sound of a dog howling continuously at midnight, it could be a sign that Mahasona is near. Then, there's the tale of the Ginathathu Yaka, a fiery demon that appears in the form of glowing red lights in the distance. Many believe that following these lights will lead you deep into the forest, where you might never return. It's said that these spirits thrive on fear, growing stronger when people panic. Have you ever experienced something unexplainable, like hearing footsteps when no one was around, or feeling an eerie presence in the dark? Maybe the legends are not just stories after all. Another common belief is that certain rituals can protect you from evil. In many Sri Lankan villages, it is said that if you throw bendi atta into a river, it will ward off bad luck and protect you from supernatural beings. Similarly, some villagers believe that hanging lime and green chilies at the entrance of a house can keep away evil spirits. These age-old beliefs might sound like superstition to some, but for many, they are sacred traditions that have kept them safe for generations. The haunting memories of the dark days. Beyond supernatural tales, Sri Lanka's history itself holds eerie stories, memories of times when fear was not just a feeling but a way of life. The 1980s and 90s were marked by a period of violence, where entire villages lived in fear of sudden disappearances. There are countless stories of people vanishing without a trace, taken in the dead of night, never to be seen again. Some say that even today, their restless spirits roam the lands where they once lived, their stories forever unfinished. One particular story that still sends shivers down the spine of those who remember it is about a small village where a tree, split in half by lightning, mysteriously healed itself overnight. The villagers believed that this tree had absorbed the sorrow of the people who had lost their loved ones. Some even claimed that on certain nights, if you stood near the tree, you could hear whispers, voices calling out names that no longer existed. Whether this was simply the imagination of grief-stricken people or a true supernatural occurrence remains a mystery. Segment 3: The Golden Era of Sri Lankan Television and Cinema. Not all stories from the past are filled with fear. Some are nostalgic, bringing back memories of a time when Sri Lankan television and cinema held a special place in our hearts. Do you remember the iconic TV series, Nidanaya? The suspense, the drama, and the way it kept audiences on the edge of their seats. It was not just a story, it was an experience. Similarly, movies like Bakmaha Gedera carried deep emotions that resonated with many families. These were not just entertainment, they were a reflection of our culture, our traditions, and our way of life. Back then, families would gather around a single television, waiting for their favorite shows to start. There was something magical about those times, the excitement, the discussions, and the way stories connected people. Unlike today, where everything is available on demand, those days made every episode special. It wasn't just about watching a show, it was about experiencing it together. If you grew up in the 90s, you probably still remember the thrill of waiting for the weekend's best TV programs. Are the stories just stories? As we wrap up today's episode, one question remains: are these just stories, or is there some truth hidden within them? Maybe the spirits of the past still linger, watching over the places they once called home. Maybe the legends and superstitions hold more wisdom than we realize. Or perhaps, these stories simply remind us of who we are, where we came from, and the mysteries that still remain unanswered. Sri Lanka is a land of history, tradition, and stories that never fade. Whether they bring fear, nostalgia, or a sense of wonder, they are a part of us. If you have your own unforgettable stories, mystical encounters, family legends, or historical events that still haunt your village, share them with us. Who knows, your story might be the next one we tell on this podcast. Thank you for listening, and until next time, keep your eyes open, because sometimes the past is not as far away as we think. Podcast highlights: Sri Lanka's eerie superstitions and village legends. The chilling memories of the dark days. Nostalgic Sri Lankan television and cinema.